Let me start with something important. Most people over 60 don't lose energy because they are aging. They lose it because their morning routine is actually shutting their body down instead of turning it on. That is why today I want to show you the 2-minute Japanese routine elders swear by for daily vitality. My name is Dr. Chen, and welcome to Wellness Strong, where we can be healthy together. Tip number 1. The Japanese Morning Awakening. Tip number 1 is something I call the Japanese Morning Awakening. It is simple, gentle, and honestly one of the most beautiful habits I've ever seen in the older adults I have met and studied in Japan. Before they stretch, before they walk, before they even make tea, they wake up their body the same way you might wake up a loved one. Slowly, kindly, with respect. Let me explain why this matters so much, especially after 60. When you wake up, your muscles are not fully awake yet. Your joints are not lubricated. Your brain is still shifting from sleep mode to movement mode. Think of it like starting an old car on a cold morning. If you slam the gas pedal right away, the engine coughs and struggles. But if you warm it up gently for a minute or two, everything works better for the rest of the drive. Your body works the same way. Japanese elders have mastered this warm-up process. It is not exercise. It is not stretching. It is more like sending a message through your whole body saying, "Good morning, we are ready to move." And this small step alone can reduce morning stiffness, improve balance, and make you feel safer on your feet for the rest of the day. Here is how it works. The moment you wake up, do not jump out of bed. Do not force your legs to carry you right away. Instead, sit at the edge of the bed or stay lying down with your back supported. Rest your hands on your thighs or your belly. You do not have to think hard or do anything complicated. Just give your body a moment to arrive. Now start with the simplest movement in the world. Blink a few times. Let your eyes adjust. Move your jaw slightly. Roll your shoulders a little, just enough to say hello to your muscles. In Japan, many elders believe this soft start protects the heart and prevents sudden spikes in blood pressure. And they are right. When seniors stand up too quickly, blood drains downward and the brain does not receive enough of it. That is why so many people feel dizzy in the morning. This gentle awakening prevents that. Once you feel settled, place your feet flat on the floor. Let them feel the ground. This is important because your feet are your body's balance sensors. As we age, these sensors become less sensitive, which is why tripping or wobbling becomes more common. Letting your feet feel the floor for a moment gives your nervous system a chance to reconnect with your sense of balance. Next, Japanese elders often tap their legs lightly with their fingertips. Not hard, just a soft tapping. This increases blood flow to the legs and wakes up the muscles that support your hips, knees, and ankles. It also stimulates something called proprioception, which is a fancy word for your body's awareness of where it is in space. The more awareness you have, the less likely you are to fall. Then comes one of my favorite parts. Slowly lift your arms only as high as is comfortable and allow your chest to open. Your lungs expand, your ribs move, your posture lifts naturally. When I teach this to my patients, many of them tell me they feel taller, lighter, more prepared to stand. And that is the whole point. You are telling your body, wake up, everything is working. Once you have done these gentle movements, take a moment to breathe. Not deep or dramatic, just steady. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 or 3 breaths are enough. This simple pause brings calm to your nervous system and steadiness to your heartbeat. It also helps your body switch from sleep mode to alert mode in a smooth, controlled way. When you finally stand up, do it slowly. Push through your legs, keep your eyes forward, and feel your weight settle evenly on both feet. Many Japanese elders say this moment, the first stand of the day, decides how the rest of the day will feel. And I agree. If you stand with stability, your brain receives a message of confidence. If you stand with weakness or wobbling, your brain becomes cautious and tense. What I love about this Japanese morning awakening is that it only takes about 30 to 40 seconds, yet it sets your entire body up for the day. And once you feel that calm strength in your first steps, the next step becomes even more powerful. Because now that your body is awake, it is time to learn the breath that lights up your energy. Tip number 2. Breath that lights up your energy. Now that your body is gently awake, we move into something even more powerful. I call this the breath that lights up your energy, and it comes from a traditional Japanese practice known as hara breathing. The word hara simply means your lower belly. It is the center of gravity of your body, the place from which Japanese martial artists, dancers, and even elders draw their strength and calm. You may not realize this, but as we get older, most of us stop breathing deeply. Our breaths become short and shallow. We breathe mostly from the upper chest, and this creates low energy, poor circulation, and even anxiety. Chest breathing activates the stress part of your nervous system. But hara breathing turns on the calming part, the part that helps your muscles relax and your heart settle into a steady rhythm. The best part? You can do it sitting, standing, or even lying down, and it takes less than 1 minute. Let me walk you through it step by step so you can follow along easily. Sit comfortably with your feet resting flat on the floor. Put one hand on your lower belly, just below your belly button. This hand placement is important because it gives your brain a signal about where the breath should go. Most of my older patients say this is the first time they have actually felt their breath in their belly, and that alone makes them breathe better. Now close your mouth gently and breathe in through your nose. As you breathe in, focus on pushing your hand outward using your belly. You are not sucking in air. You are allowing your belly to expand like a soft balloon. If you feel your chest or shoulders lifting, slow down and start again. Belly rising means you are doing it correctly. Hold that breath for just 1 second, no more. Then open your mouth slightly and breathe out slowly like you are fogging up a window. Let your belly fall naturally. Do not force it. Just allow it to soften. When you exhale this way, the calming nerves in your chest and abdomen switch on. This lowers your heart rate, improves oxygen flow to the brain, and reduces tension in your neck and shoulders. Let us do it again. In through the nose, feel the belly rise. Out through the mouth, feel the belly fall. Nice and easy. About 4 or 5 breaths are enough to feel a noticeable shift in your body. Many of my patients tell me that after just a few days of practicing this hara breathing, they sleep better, they worry less, and their balance improves. That is because deep belly breathing activates your core muscles without you even noticing. These muscles help stabilize your spine and hips, which makes walking and standing safer. Now let me give you one more simple step that Japanese elders use to boost this effect. After your last exhale, pause for a moment before you breathe in again. Just a natural pause. Not holding your breath, not straining, just letting the air settle. This brief pause resets the nervous system. It is like turning the dimmer switch from stress to calm. What I love about hara breathing is that it is gentle enough for someone in their 90s, yet powerful enough to help anyone feel lighter and more centered. And because you are pulling air deeper into your lungs, your blood gets more oxygen. More oxygen means more energy, more mental clarity, and better muscle function. Once this breath is part of your morning, the rest of the 2-minute routine becomes even more effective. The body is awake, the mind is calm, the nerves are steady, and that puts you in the perfect position for the next step where we begin loosening the joints that age the fastest. Tip number 3. Loosen the joints that age fastest. We move into something your joints will absolutely love. Japanese elders place a huge value on joint mobility, especially in the wrists, shoulders, hips, and ankles. These 4 areas are what I call the aging joints, because they are the first to stiffen and the first to affect your balance and independence. In Japan, before they do any exercise or daily tasks, older adults do a short series of gentle circular movements. Not stretching, not forceful bending, just soft, smooth rotations that lubricate the joints and wake up the tissues around them. Let me guide you through exactly how to do them, step by step. Start by sitting or standing tall, whichever feels safer. If you need a chair for support, keep one nearby. We begin with the wrists. Hold your hands out in front of you, relaxed, palms facing down. Now make slow circles with your wrists. Do not rush. Imagine you are tracing small circles in the air with your fingertips. Make about 5 circles in one direction. Then switch directions and do 5 the other way. If your wrists crack or pop a little, do not worry. That is just trapped tension releasing. These small rotations improve blood flow to the hands and reduce stiffness that can make buttoning shirts or opening jars difficult. Next, move to the shoulders. Let your arms rest by your sides. Slowly lift your shoulders up toward your ears, then roll them back and down in a circular motion. Think of making a soft backward circle. Do this about 5 times. Then reverse and roll them forward another 5 times. These shoulder circles are one of the reasons Japanese elders maintain such good posture. They open the chest, loosen the neck, and remove stiffness that builds up during sleep. Now we move to the hips. Place your hands on your hips for balance. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. Without forcing anything, start making gentle circles with your hips. Imagine you are drawing a slow circle with your belt buckle. 5 circles to the right, then 5 circles to the left. If your hips feel stiff at first, that is completely normal. These rotations help oil the hip joints, which are crucial for walking, climbing stairs, and preventing falls. Many of my patients say this one movement alone improves their balance within a week. Finally, we move down to the ankles. Hold the back of a chair if needed. Lift one foot slightly off the floor and make a slow circular motion with your ankle, letting your toes draw the circle. 5 circles inward, then 5 circles outward. Put that foot down and repeat with the other side. Ankle mobility is something we stop paying attention to as we age, yet it plays a huge role in preventing tripping. These circles keep the joint flexible and help your body react quickly if you step on uneven ground. What I love about this joint loosening routine is that it takes less than 1 minute, yet it helps reduce stiffness throughout the entire day. This is exactly what Japanese elders do before they garden, before they clean, before they walk outside. They know that when the joints move smoothly, everything else becomes easier. And remember, nothing about this should hurt. Gentle, slow, smooth circles are all you need. Think of it as giving your joints a tiny sip of warm tea to start the morning. Now that your joints are awake, your breath is steady, and your body is warmed from within. You are ready for the heart of this video, the powerful 2-minute routine that Japanese elders credit for their strength and vitality. Tip number 4. Switch on your muscles in just 120 seconds. We are ready for the heart of this entire video. This is the 2-minute routine inspired by Radio Taiso, a daily movement practice performed across Japan for almost 100 years. If you ever visit a Japanese park early in the morning, you will see elders in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s moving their bodies together in slow, rhythmic motions. Not sweating, not straining, just awakening every major muscle in less time than it takes to heat up a cup of tea. Why is this so powerful? Because after 60, your muscles do not need long workouts. They need activation. Think of it like flipping on a light switch. When the muscles switch on, blood flows better, joints stay supported, and your balance improves almost instantly. This 2-minute routine does exactly that. Let me guide you through each movement so you can follow it easily even if you have limited mobility. We begin by standing with feet slightly apart. If standing is difficult, you can do most of these movements while sitting. Keep your knees soft, your shoulders relaxed, and your breath steady. First movement. Gentle arm swings. Lift both arms straight in front of you, no higher than your shoulders, then swing them down and behind you like you are slowly brushing air away from your sides. Do this for 10 to 12 swings. The purpose is simple. It increases circulation to your shoulders and chest and wakes up the muscles around your spine. Many of my patients say this alone loosens their whole upper body. Next movement. Side reaches. Raise your right arm overhead and gently reach to the left, feeling a soft stretch along your side. Then return to center and switch sides. Do this 3 or 4 times per side. The goal here is not stretching deeply, it is about opening up the ribs so your lungs can expand more easily. Better breathing means better energy. Third movement. Chest opening. Bring your arms forward like you're hugging someone, then open them wide as if you are spreading your wings. Repeat this about 8 times. This simple motion improves posture and opens up the muscles that tighten when we sit or sleep curled up. Fourth movement. Gentle knee lifts. Hold a chair if needed. Lift one knee slightly, no higher than is comfortable. Then lower it and switch sides. Do this about 10 times alternating legs. This lights up your hip flexors and thigh muscles, which are essential for safe walking. Next, we move to the calf and ankle activation. Rise up onto your toes, then lower your heels slowly. If balance is an issue, rest your fingers lightly on a wall or counter. Repeat this 8 to 10 times. This small movement strengthens your lower legs and improves circulation back toward the heart. Many Japanese elders say this is the key to keeping their legs strong well into their 80s. Now for the final movement, the whole body sweep. Place your hands at your sides. As you inhale, sweep your arms upward in a slow arc, stopping at shoulder height. As you exhale, sweep them back down. Do this 3 or 4 times. This movement calms the nervous system, resets your posture, and signals to the brain that the body is ready for the day. And that is it. 120 seconds. No strain, no complicated steps, just gentle rhythmic motion. My patients tell me the same thing again and again. They feel warmer, steadier, more awake. Their steps feel lighter. Their minds feel clearer. This is why Japanese elders have done this for generations. It works. Now that your muscles are switched on, there is one last step to turn this from a morning routine into a true longevity ritual. Tip number 5. Your daily 2-minute longevity ritual. We have reached the final step, and honestly, this is the part I love talking about most, because at this stage your body has already woken up gently, your breath has settled, your joints are loosened, and your muscles are alive. Now we turn all of that into something bigger, something long-lasting, something that becomes a small but powerful ritual in your day. In Japan, routines like this are not treated as exercise. They are treated as a form of respect. Respect for the body, respect for the day ahead, respect for the life you still have the power to shape, no matter your age. And that is exactly how I want you to see this 2-minute sequence from now on. Not as a task, not as a chore, but as your daily longevity ritual. Let me tell you why this matters so much. After 60, every small signal you send your brain about movement, balance, and strength is multiplied. Your nervous system is still able to grow, heal, and adapt. It just needs gentle, repeated reminders. When you do this routine daily, even if it is just those 2 minutes, you are telling your body, we are still moving. We are still building strength. We are still here. And your body responds. The systems inside you, your circulation, your muscles, your balance centers in the inner ear, even your memory, begin to work better. Not because you forced anything, but because you reconnected with the way your body was meant to wake up and move. One of my 82-year-old patients, Mrs. Craig, told me something beautiful the other day. She said, "Doctor, I feel like I am turning the ignition key of my body every morning now. Before, I just rolled out of bed and hoped my legs would cooperate. Now I feel like I'm starting the day with the engine warmed and ready." That is exactly what this routine gives you. It gives you confidence. Confidence in your steps. Confidence when reaching for something. Confidence when moving through your home. Confidence that you can keep your independence. And I will tell you something, as your doctor and your friend, independence is one of the greatest gifts you can protect for yourself. Another thing you might notice once you stay consistent is clearer thinking. That is because movement, especially gentle rhythmic movement, sends more oxygen to the brain. It wakes up the parts responsible for coordination, memory, and focus. Even elders in their 90s show cognitive improvement when they keep small daily movement rituals like this. And here is the best part of all. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to move the same way Japanese elders do. You do not need to do every step exactly right. You only need to show up for those 2 minutes. Some days you might feel strong and steady. Other days you might feel slow or stiff. That is okay. What matters is the consistency, not the intensity. Let me wrap this up with something I want you to remember. Your body is not done. Your strength is not gone. Your vitality is not behind you. You simply need the right habits to bring back what time and stress have covered up. This 2-minute ritual, your Japanese morning awakening, your breath, your joint circles, your muscle activation can become a turning point in how you move and how you feel. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, give yourself those 2 minutes. Wake up your body with kindness. Breathe into your center. Loosen the joints that need it most. Move with gentle rhythm. And then step into your day knowing you have done something powerful for your health. And until then, take care of yourself, my friend. Have a healthy body, and I'll see you in the next video.